I have a shirt with a horse on it. That's it. Here's what I listened to this week, musically speaking. First up, Saint Etain International. I love this band to the point where I wanted to name my child theoretically Etain. I love this band. That being said, I love this record. It's a great mixed bag from their entire career, but kind of firing on all cylinders, but all with this very bittersweet undertone, sonically speaking. Like the track Fade, which is just as lush and bittersweet as it is filled with joy. Friend James K, it sounds like an amalgamation of late 90s and early 2000s electronic music filtered through a contemporary pop lens. Makes sense, it samples a lot of classic hits from 90s anime, bringing it into a more reverb heavy mixing style of electronica that makes for a fun listen from start to finish. Affection, Lisa Stanfield. This is a really solid, underrated late 80s, early 90s synth pop outing. I really love the drums on this record. Nimesh Dream Sequence, I ran this one back, and I also ran back Pharma by Nimesh. Two fantastic Vaporwave records. Really go peep them if you haven't. This one especially has some very good lost signal, quote unquote, style of Vaporwave, meaning that it samples a lot of TV commercials and old stuff like that. I listened to some singles off the upcoming Zara Larsson LP as well as the old Zara Larsson LP, Poster Girl. I really like this girl's vision. I feel like what she's doing is more subtle in what its execution truly is, and I feel like she's trying to essentially do like what Hey Cutie was to the PC music universe, making this very almost sanitized, very commercial, very synthetic style of pop, and I love it. I really love a Pretty Ugly, very fire track, very rowdy track. I just love the direction of this LP in general. Super excited to see where it ends up. Go bump Poster Girl and you'll see what I mean. It's very subtle in a lot of the production, but like there's a vision that this girl has, but it might be going over a lot of people's heads. Listen to the old New Waves LP. This one's really solid. It's a little bit more commercial, losing a lot of the rough around the edgesness for a lot more polish. That being said, the polish is there, but I also enjoy the fullness of the tracks, but I do miss the more lo-fi element that this band has always had. No, they haven't really been that lo-fi for a minute, but I do love the fullness of the alternative music on display with the subtlety of the surf rock elements. Destroy Lonely, Broken Heart Cubed. This is a really interesting record because here they're kind of moving into this more clean-cut, luxurious style of hip-hop. One that is still very moody and gothic, but far more clean and slightly minimal in its production. Not minimal, but there is a bit of a sonic restraint here. Take the track No Pressure and its unique drums. The drums aren't really unique, but it's a very overfed drum pattern, overfed production on a track like Kansas, but overall having this very clean